Let's go.
Kalispera. I'm Francisco from the Moctezuma team, and today we're gonna tell you how we can create a new type of white label platform that will allow financial institutions to tokenize real estate. So, as you may know, when you want to buy real estate or a new property, it will take you at least 2 months or more time because of the complications of the administrative, legal, and financial elements that you take into consideration. So what about if we can take and reduce this to 1 day? Does this sound like science fiction? Well, let me tell you how Moctezuma can do it. One of the key things that is happening is the market in crypto assets regulation that is starting in 2024 and is going to be implemented in 2026. And the Cyprus government is already thinking about that. The CySEC is already implementing elements about the MiCA. And the MiCA allows us, for the first time in history from a regulatory perspective, to transform a physical asset into the digital representation of that asset. And that is going to happen. So the key element of this is that we're thinking, okay, how we can show you that this is possible. And what you're gonna see today is what we did during the hackathon of a team that just found themselves randomly. The first thing is that we will have the Ministry of Interior, the Lands and Service Registry, that will sign a transaction. Then the Bank of Cyprus, in this case, will co-sign the transaction. And in that way, you upload all the documentation, and by having the hash, the information of both entities, that will be combined, and then we can tokenize that asset. But when you're talking about tokenization, what is this? Well, let me show you. You have all the flats that the Bank of Cyprus has. What if we can just check one flat in Nicosia for 100,000 euros? And what if we just took all the data? We did this. We took 5 documents that did the certificate, the architectural drawings, and uploaded into the blockchain, which is a decentralized ledger. That transformed those PDFs, those documents that are regulated, into a hash, one number. And we took this hash and signed with 2 different wallets. So we created, during these 3 days, the first real estate token that we call it the Nicosia token. And we're pretty excited because now you can check it in one of the blockchains that we tested. Now, the other thing is like, what else can we do once we have tokenized all the assets of the Bank of Cyprus? So one of the key elements that we did is like, we used Telegram bot and we integrated with the API of the Bank of Cyprus to send transactions. And you can see how the process flows. The user goes there, asks for the transaction is verified, then it goes back, and immediately, in this case, we go a little bit further. We generated our own digital euro. Why? Because digital euro is coming. It will take more time than the MiCA law, I know it, and you know it. But this process, we can be implemented in anything else. So what you're seeing here is that we just use a Telegram bot, but we are a company that is gonna be in the back end. That's the key. So we can implement this in whatever tools, applications, or dashboard that financial entities will have. This is the innovation, and this is gonna happen for the first time in the EU. And you may be asking, but Moctezuma team, come on, this sounds so good. What will happen in the future? Well, we're gonna transform each one of the assets into tokens. And those tokens will be able to transfer faster. Why to transfer faster? Well, imagine that you can just use the wallet. I know, 1 minute.
You have 1 minute.
Yes. And then you call us. Who you gonna call? You call Moctezuma team. We offer you this service. You pay 8,000 euros per month plus 10 cents per transaction. And you just need 10 transactions to issue 1 token. Imagine how big. Compare that with other companies that are charging a percentage of all the assets value, which is crazy. Second, we're a white label solution. So you can implement it anywhere. And the best part, we're gonna be in full compliance with the Cyprus authorities. So what is the big advantage for the bank? If we check the market share of the bank right now is 4% of real estate. If they come with Moctezuma, they can become 20%. And why is that? I'm not the one saying it. She's saying it. because you will be able to have your real estate token in just one day. Thank you very much.